back to Matt Chat. I am Matt, and with me as always is
Taylor!
And we have a special guest on with us. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Hi, I'm Shari.
She's not sorry. Her name is Shari.
Yeah, spelled S-H-A-R-I.
Yeah, it's okay. It's okay.
So, this is our first guest, technically. We, like we said kind of earlier this week, we're supposed to have another guest on, but he's kind of busy. You know how it happens.
You know, busy.
Busy.
Dude,
Super
work.
busy.
Indeed.
Probably doing stuff he's not supposed to be doing.
Like working.
Like, yeah, really
Like
working.
like not being here. That's what he's supposed to be doing. He's not here.
Possibly in an alley.
Whoa.
Possibly doing stuff he's not supposed to.
Whoa.
Possibly drugs.
Matt,
I'm
we
just
are
kidding.
on the air.
What? Oh, yeah.
We are on the air, good sir.
So, this week we are going to be talking about mainly movies, I think, right? That's on this.
Yeah,
schedule?
that's a big topic for
Not
this
of,
afternoon.
I guess the only video game news would be Grand Theft Auto. I'd like to talk about that. But let's go on with our schedule here. I guess the first thing is what, Taylor?
Well, I guess we'll start with video games.
Okay.
And we'll kind of like drift into movies. It'll be a good transition for later.
Okay, cool.
So first on, I guess we'll just start with Grand Theft Auto 5 if you want to go and talk about that for a while.
Yeah. So Grand Theft Auto 5, I think it was last week. Yes, it was last week. Some trailers came out, and it was. I loved it. When I saw the earlier trailers, I love the environments and everything. I'm an artist, if you guys don't remember, and the environments looked amazing, but the characters looked horrible. Well, not horrible, just didn't look good. And then these new trailers came out showing off the three characters that you use in the game, and I was like, yes, they heard my cries and they fixed it. So yes, and I'm really interested. They're actually going to have like different perks each character. I think you have to use all three at the same time. Kind of. Like one character is like the brains, the other one's the driver, and the other one's kind of like the tank character.
Yeah, I was gonna say supposedly the video or the videos that I saw, it looks like you're able to play as each character individually, but like all the storylines like mesh
Yes.
with each other. They're all crossover stories.
Yes.
Which is like super cool.
Anything to add to that, Shari?
Oh, no, not really. I'm good. I think so.
Okay. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to that. I love Grand Theft Auto ever since I played 3, and not so much on the expansions for 4. I tried Lost and Damned, and that was just it was good at first, and then kind of turned out horrible.
If you guys haven't seen the trailer yet, Matt, my good friend, he will go ahead and post the link below. So you can go ahead and watch the trailer. There's actually
There's like multiple trailers. I think there is one trailer that like kind of meshes all three of them together. So
yeah, that's the trailer I saw. It's the one trailer that has all 3 trailers inside of it, kind of like meshable.
Yes.
Like Play-Doh.
So that's all I have to say on that. Is there anything else you want to say about that?
No.
No, I'm good.
Actually, let's have Shari explain, talk about herself. I
don't know. I don't even know why we didn't start with that. Go ahead, Shari.
Over my head.
Well, what do they want to know?
Any just a quick introduction of yourself, like if you go to school, anything you do in particular.
Your major.
Alrighty. Well, currently I'm enrolled at Gemma Gilbert Community College. I am working towards a business degree, but right now it's an associate's arts. I plan to transfer to BYU within the next year. As far as gaming, I'm an avid gamer. My favorites are definitely for the PS3, though I love a lot of games on the PS2, mostly action shooters or any sort of strategy type games. Like my favorites were like Rachet and Clank and Uncharted. And I can thank Taylor for introducing me to Uncharted after the first one, because after the first one I kind of stopped, and then he got me hooked other one on the rest of them, and I play Uncharted 3 all the time now. So
Because it's so amazing.
yes, it is. It is absolutely amazing.
Oh
But
my god.
I think that's it though.
So what you're saying is that you're a gamer, just like Matt and I.
Oh, absolutely. Oh, and I went to Comic-Con last year with Taylor, and it was pretty cool.
Yes, she did. It was her first Comic-Con ever, and we partied until we were purple.
Dude, we even had custom-made shirts.
We did. Shari custom made our shirts, and since Shari and I are both PlayStation fans, she had it customized off of the controller, where it had the triangle, the X, the square, and the circle, just like how it is on the gamepad. And I think it said PlayStation underneath that.
It said PS3 down at the bottom, and then above it said player, and then like Taylor was player 1 and I was player 2, and then on the back, it had our gamer tags.
That's awesome.
It was so it was like a jersey for PlayStation. It was so cool. She got so many compliments last year for wearing that.
They're like, where's player 4? Like, we don't have a player 4.
Everyone's like, can I be player 4? And we're like, yes. We're gonna have 12 player 4s. You're gonna have to wait.
Are you going this year, Shari?
Unfortunately, I'm not. Would appear that the boyfriend decided he didn't want to go this year, but we plan to go next year.
I won't. This is like my last year, basically. I'm not gonna be able to.
Oh.
Shut up, Matt. You're going next year.
How am I gonna go? I'd have to like fly down here just to go again.
We will drag you here. You will go with us.
I will pay for your Comic-Con ticket, not your plane ticket. Your Comic-Con ticket.
For part of your plane ticket. How's that?
All right, that works.
See, you guys just met, and she's already paying for your tickets.
I'll probably be able to afford the ticket. I mean, I'll be working in the game industry. I mean.
Well, see, you'll be fine then. Don't even worry about it. Well, if you're going to be in the LA area, you might as well go to the San Diego Comic-Con.
Yes, I will definitely.
Now you gotta get us tickets into that one.
Yes,
you're going to be such a high up and mighty guy, you might as well buy us plane tickets.
And I'll be able to go to the E3. Mwahaha.
Oh, you son of... Yeah, dang it.
Mwahaha.
Oh, shut up, man. I don't want to talk about it. Well, since we're on the topic of E3, I feel like we should bring up the Illumi-room.
Yes.
Which was this was introduced about 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, we were trying to talk about this last week, and we did
before the audio crapped up.
Yes.
Yeah. It is so mind blowing and so genetically awesome, and it's like.
It's like you're immersed into the game and you become a part of it. It's really interesting. I just watched a video that Taylor had sent me to get an idea of what it is. This is actually the first time I've heard about it.
So yeah, it's going to be really cool. It's basically like it's going to use the Kinect. There's rumor that the Xbox 720 is going to be using this. It's still in development. But what they're basically planning on doing is it's like a projector that projects behind you using the Kinect, I believe, and it acts along with your video games and your movies and stuff, and it makes you feel like you're actually in the game and it's really cool. It actually scans your room too, so it knows exactly what it's projecting on, so that there's a really cool physics program inside of it that they showed a ball bouncing like on top of the entertainment center, and there's snowfall, and it like builds up on certain areas.
The link will be posted below, so if you guys want to experience it for yourself.
Yeah, it looks pretty cool. I still think that it needs a lot of work, though. I mean, what they showed was obviously not finished work, but
for sure.
There's some things that were just like,
it's still a work in progress.
Yes,
definitely.
So it reminds me a lot of the augmented reality that's on like the Nintendo 3DS and on the PlayStation Vita. Very similar, where basically you're looking through your game system at real life, but all this stuff is able to interact with the environment that you're looking at via your camera. Like we were talking about earlier, that like they had an example with snow falling, where there's a scene where snow is falling, from the top of the camera, and it goes down, but because it's scanned your room or your entertainment stand or whatever the heck the camera's looking at, wherever the snow falls, it actually interacts with the objects in the room, even though it's not actually. It's ridiculous. It's absolutely insane. Again, check out the link below if you need more information. It's really hard to explain.
Yes, it is. You have
It's
to
more
kind
of
of
a
experience it for yourself, and
yeah. You just gotta watch it. It'll explain.
it'll even
everything.
it even does filter effects and everything, which is pretty cool. It'll change the light in the room.
What? See, feedback. That's what I'm hearing. Do you hear that?
Apologize.
Feedback. Nom nom. Feedback. It's a joke.
We're good. Anyways.
Well, anyway.
Anyway, I personally, I think it's really cool, like, the idea of this. I mean, literally, it's expanding your game so it's not confined to the TV anymore. Like,
Yes.
you now can interact with the, like, well, it would appear you can interact with your environment, and it's expanded, and it's really cool.
I'm pretty sure it's going to cost a bunch of money we don't have.
Oh, totally.
Oh yeah. Well, and you see how I see it. Obviously, it's being portrayed with the Xbox 720 because it is a Microsoft product.
Yeah, they'll probably show it off at E3.
Yeah, they're probably going to have a whole thing at E3 about it, so everyone can go ooh and ah about it and all that other fun jazz. However, here's a question for you guys: if it becomes as popular as they're hoping for the Xbox 720, well, supposedly that's what it's called. Do you think Sony will try to one-up their idea and create one for the PlayStation 4?
I think it's definitely a possibility.
Possibility.
But I don't know.
Because we all know how PlayStation loves to copy everybody's ideas and make it better. No comment on that?
Yeah, that is true. I mean, the Wii, like Xbox and PlayStation did with the Wii, with the motion controls. More so the PlayStation, because their motion controller was pretty much just like the Wii.
It was just like the Wii. In one of the magazines I read, I want to say it was Game Informer. I could be wrong, but I think it was Game Informer. They had a side-by-side comparison of the PlayStation Move and the Nintendo Wii. Legitly, the only difference was the giant ball on top.
Yes.
And that there was no wire in between the actual controller and the analog stick. But the layout was 90% the same. 90%. That's cray, yo. I should never say that again
No,
on a podcast.
don't,
No,
I'm sorry.
Never
Oh
again,
my
Taylor. Say it again. I will punch you in the face.
say,
I'm just kidding.
say video games.
Call me Elf one more time.
Call it a castle one more again. Call it a castle one more again. Anyway, so yeah, the Illumi-room. It's going to be pretty advanced. It's. I almost said cray again. I apologize.
Stop it.
It's pretty crazy. I'm sorry. I think I'm Kim Kardashian sometimes.
Oh, please.
Digital smack.
Falcon punch.
Falcon kick.
So it looks pretty impressive. It looks interesting. Obviously, what's in the video is a really, really, really rough prototype of how it's going to work.
Yes.
If they do it correctly, it's going to be a lot like... if you guys have ever been to Disneyland, and you go... Or Disney California Adventure, excuse me, and you go into the Muppet Theater, how the theater reacts to the stuff around it, like when the cannon goes off and there's cannon marks all in the building and stuff, when obviously it's not actually there.
It reminds me more of Soarin' Over California more than anything.
That's even better example, actually. Let's go ahead and stick with that. California, yeah, Soarin' Over
California.
It's big screen that you see, and the screen interacts with just the game, and it makes you, more immersed, just like we already explained. But again, just watch the link below.
It's time to start the music. It's time to start the lights. It's time to meet the Muppets. Muppets. Okay, we're done.
Yeah, we're
done.
Done.
I love the
No,
Muppets.
stop it. No, I love Muppets.
Man, best thing ever.
Okay, let's just agree to disagree.
No.
Wait, you don't like the Muppets, Shari?
No, I
Oh.
mean, I do like the
Okay.
Muppets. I'm a huge fan of the Muppets.
Yes.
Are you
Oh,
kidding
trust
me?
me. She's a huge fan. I went over to her house one time, and they watched the Muppets 3 times in a row.
Oh my god.
Oh, yeah.
One day. And we all had to sing along. It was fun.
It was so great.
We had one where we were singing along. Like, the other ones were like, okay, just stop singing along. And then there was one we just sang along to.
Well,
Anyway,
wait, no. What song was it again?
which one? What do you mean?
For the Muppets.
The happy song
we
one?
played it like 4 times, and then we finally continued the movie.
Muppet of a Man. Was it that one?
Muppet of a Man.
I'm a Muppet.
The one with the guy from Big Bang Theory.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sheldon.
The guy that plays Sheldon
Yes.
Cooper.
Yeah. Oh my God.
It's pretty much Gary. Gary is Sheldon.
I am a huge fan of Big Bang
Yes,
Theory.
I love Big Bang. I've seen every single episode, and I watch it every week. Oh my god, I love it.
I've only seen season 1.
Get out of here! You fail.
But I'm sorry.
I'm just kidding.
I don't know how we got from the Illumi-room to the Muppets to Big Bang Theory.
Because you talked about Muppets and I sang the song and then that's
and then you referenced Muppet of a Man and Sheldon Cooper, and next thing you know, here we are.
Wow. that got out of control quickly. I mean, that really got out of
very
quickly.
skilled transition. It's a skilled transition. Anyways.
So I guess since we're on the topic of
back to the
movies.
topic of Canaan.
So I think that's about all there is on the Illumi-room.
Yes.
That we have.
Yes.
There's no other information. I think actually there's 2 videos. I saw one on YouTube earlier today. It was Illumi-room number 2.
There's Illumi-room part 1, part 1, part 2, and part 3, and I saw them on the links of the video that I watched.
See, so there's already been 2 updates on the Illumi-room, and I haven't even seen the other 2 videos. So,
I haven't either. This is news to me.
Matt, you want to go ahead and post those on the on the link?
That's after I watch them.
Okay. And yeah, I think that just about does it with the Illumi-room. Any questions, anybody?
Any questions?
Well,
No?
feedback, dude.
Bueller.
Oh, I think we're good.
Okay. Well,
keep
on to
talking
the
about
next set of
Exactly.
topics.
All right, guys, moving on. What is
Moving
the
on.
next movie?
Yes.
I think that's all the video game news.
So let's
this
move on
time.
to movies, and we're gonna. Taylor really want to talk about the
Oh,
What was it, Taylor?
the Ratchet and Clank movie.
Something else we wanted to bring up last week, and it didn't happen.
2 weeks. 2 weeks ago. It was
Yes.
announced 2 weeks ago.
Okay, guys, I don't know about you, but I'm really bad feedback.
I know. I'm so excited. Okay, so Ratchet and Clank has been around for over 10 years now. Their 10-year anniversary was last year, in 2012.
Woohoo!
I know, and their game to initiate the official 10-year anniversary was Ratchet and Clank Full Frontal Assault. It was a downloadable only game for the PlayStation 3. Not their best game, but it was very innovative, and it had the original Ratchet and Clank feel to it, which was nice. But it needed, it was a good mark for the 10-year mark. But enough about the video games. Let's go to the movie. We're gonna post the link below. We're gonna have lots of links below because obviously we weren't here for the past week, so we're catching up on a lot of news. But the Ratchet and Clank trailer will be below. Hysterical, very very funny, very very funny trailer.
Yeah,
Don't you agree, Charlie?
it was pretty funny. I mean,
Yeah, when I saw the link, I was like, "Oh my goodness!" Because that's one of my favorite series. I started with going Commando on the PS2, and that one I just went off from there, and I've loved Ratchet and Clank ever since.
Such a good series, and it's about time they make a video game movie off of the series. Because
Yeah.
Definitely.
that's how they
Definitely.
should do video game movies. To be honest, they should be CGI. I have nothing to say about Ratchet and Clank. I've never played Ratchet and Clank. I've never gotten into it. I never played it. I was.
Dude, I'll send you a couple games.
All right. I don't have a PS3. That's the problem.
You
I'm
don't have a PS?
I'm all by
You have a
Xbox.
PS?
I have a PS2. Yes.
Okay, then you're good, because most of the ones I have are on PS2.
No, don't send them the PS2 ones. Don't do that.
Because they're just as good.
Well, but eh.
Okay, the first one wasn't fantastic, but I started with going Commando and not the first one. And then after going Commando, I was stuck, and I had to get the rest.
Because they're so good. The story is phenomenal in every single Ratchet and Clank. So from what I've read on the Ratchet and Clank movie, I got an IM here. Who IM'd me? Oh, okay. Thank you, Matt.
You're welcome.
Anyway, so what I've read on the Ratchet and Clank movie, it's there's two
Brain work.
arguing posts about it. There was one from IGN that explained that the movie's going to be it's going to be a brand new story, continuing on with the storyline that left off after Full Frontal Assault, original storyline. So obviously it's not going to be a video game storyline that they've already created. However, on another post that I read, they want to create it from the first Ratchet and Clank story with Drek trying to take over the planets and make his own planet, and all this controversy happens and the planets explode whenever you pull the pieces apart or whatever. If you played Ratchet and Clank 1, you know the storyline. So they're trying to base it off of that one, but I've also heard that they're trying to make an original storyline. Knowing Insomniac, they're probably going to make a brand new storyline for it. Especially
And that would be
since
perfect for a brand new game. Brand new storyline, brand new game.
Mm-hmm.
I know it'll be a good start. So okay, and even better news. This is all Ratchet and Clank related, I promise. It's going to be the same writers of the actual Ratchet and Clank series that wrote the script to the movie. So for I think it's the most recent writers. Can't remember their names right now, but the two most recent writers of the Ratchet and Clank series, they're the ones who wrote the script for obviously for the movie, and the whole product of the Ratchet and Clank movie is going to be looked at from the Insomniac point of view, because obviously Insomniac doesn't have their own production studio like Ubisoft does, but they are going to be viewing the whole process of creating the project. So the writers are obviously they wrote the script. It's going to be the same voice actors from the TV series from the video game series, which is freaking awesome. And it's going to be the animators that helped or that did the video games are going to be helping the animators for the movie. What is that pounding sound I hear in the background?
I have no idea.
Okay, that was okay. I keep hearing like a muffled like boop, boop, boop sound. I don't know what that is. Anyway, yeah, that's all I really have to say about that. So it's going to be the same humor from the original Ratchet and Clank games. It's but again, with the newest writers, it's going to be the writers from the PlayStation 3 series, the Future series. So it's going to be the same kind of humor, the similar kind of animation and design of the characters. And if you notice in the trailer, it actually has Ratchet in his original clothes from the original games.
It looks like he was just wearing his suit, like the one he wore in the more recent games.
Well, I don't know how different they are. Hang on, I gotta find my games now. Hold on. I gotta compare box art here. Well, he's wearing the clothes from the recent games, but it's the style of Ratchet.
I know that originally he just had he had pants on, like overalls, like with like no shirt.
Shut up, Matt! Stop being so smart.
See, I may not play the game, but I've seen what he looks like and everything. I watched Cody play. I think the In Time one, whatever.
Oh, Crack in Time.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, Crack in Time is epic. I love a Crack in Time. That's my favorite series, or my favorite.
That one was pretty cool.
I know. Your voice got really loud.
Sorry. I just put my headphone in. My one with the mic. So is that better?
Yeah, actually it is. That's better.
Yeah, I don't hear any feedback anymore.
Yeah, sorry. I think that was coming from my end because it was just using the mic on my computer. So sorry about that.
Sounds a lot better now.
Well, the whole Ratchet and Clank conversation is over, Shari.
Do you have anything you want to add to it?
Yeah.
Anything I want to add? If you haven't played the game, you need to play the game.
Seriously.
Absolutely.
Anything you're looking forward to in the movie?
I'm looking forward to see exactly what's to come of Ratchet and Clank, seeing as they are my favorite, and I mean I guess you could say I've grown up with them.
Oh,
Aww.
cliche.
Yeah, I played when I was a kid. I didn't play that. I played Crash Bandicoot.
Well, so did
Also,
I. So did
and
I.
then
I was.
like I just started getting into more like adult games shortly after that. So like,
I
like
mean,
Doom
we've
and
been a
stuff.
fan of, what is it, Jack and Daxter.
So
They
another
make
game I played.
make references to each other quite frequently.
Oh my gosh. Yes. There's actually this scene in what game was it? I want to say
I think it was one of the ones in Ratchet and Clank.
I think it's Future in one of the more
Yeah,
recent ones.
no, not Future. It was probably Cranking. Sorry,
Crack in Time.
Time. Yeah,
So each
I think it
game
was
makes
that one
references to each
that
other.
it definitely references.
Yeah, like if you've ever played the original Jack and Daxter game, A Precursor Legacy for the PlayStation 2, every time you would get a precursor orb, Jack would catch it, and then Daxter would do some crazy dance or something in the foreground.
Mm-hmm.
And obviously, Daxter was the huge comedic genius of the duo back in the day. But there's a scene, I think it's Crack in Time. I think you're right, Shari. I think it is Crack in Time, where you get a weapon. You're on this mission to go get this weapon to be able to continue on with your mission. And when you collect the weapon, Clank mimics Daxter doing his dance from the original Precursor Legacy. And Ratchet kind of looks at Clank like, he just like looks at him like, what are you doing? And Clank just shrugs at him. And it was one of the funniest things. I freaking loved it. And it's one of those jokes like, only if you've played the Jack and Daxter games will you understand that reference in this game. Otherwise, it'll just be like, oh, well, he did a dance.
Cool.
Well, good for him. Cool. Okay.
I like seeing references to other video games and video games. Like Skyrim has actually.
It's pretty cool.
Like I know Skyrim has a has a reference to Legend of Zelda. There's a pit that you go into, and there's a bunch of spikes, and there's a dead elf in the spikes, and he's like wearing the same clothing that looks very similar like Link's clothing.
That's funny. That's funny.
So that's.
So to continue on with the.
Oh yes, wait. There's one more, and the other one, the big one was there's a pickaxe on top of one of the mountains, and it says notched pickaxe. It's like a reference to Minecraft.
Oh, very cool.
Clever.
That's really
Because
cool.
Notch was the creator of Minecraft.
Yeah. Wow.
Of course, it's a pickaxe, so it like does no damage. I think it's like indestructible though, which I think is kind of funny. I think it's indestructible. Not entirely sure on that one.
Diamond pickaxe.
So
So
it's normal pickaxe, but
to add on to the Ratchet and Clank, this question is going to go to Shari. Well, it can also go to Matt, I guess, because it's not really like a biased question or anything. But since this company, I think the company's Rainmaker, who's doing the animation process for the Ratchet and Clank movie, do you think this is the push that the movie companies need to be able to start creating good video game movies? Yes,
because there are some games that just don't work in live action that need to be, just like this one, like 3D animation. They, like, I'm trying to think, like if they were to make let's just throw it out there, like if they were to make a Crash Bandicoot game, that needs to be 3D animation, if
Crash
they were.
Bandicoot movie, you mean?
Yeah, I'm just throwing it out there, not saying that it's a good idea or anything, but if I'm trying to think of another game here.
Spyro.
Yeah, if they make a Spyro, it's gonna be 3D animation.
Spyro would be actually, fun fact, they were in the process of creating a Spyro movie through Insomniac, just like they were with the Ratchet and Clank games. They had the script written out and it was all ready to go. However, something fell through when I guess they were trying to sell the game to a company to be able to make it, and a lot of the companies are like, what? No, nobody likes Spyro anymore, this and that, and this and that. He's such an old character, people aren't going to remember him, this whole thing. And surprisingly enough, so it was supposed to come out, like they were supposed to start production in 2009 to be able to make the game, to make the movie. Or 2006, somewhere in that time, so it'll be out, 2009, 2010. And surprisingly enough, they're like, oh, well, we'll show them. So somebody gets the rights to Spyro, and they create Skylanders,
Yes.
which is now one of the biggest selling games
It's
of all
because
time.
that they decided to, throw in the whole action figures and stuff.
Exactly.
That's how they make
So,
the money.
so Spyro's back, but not as Spyro. It's all of his friends and characters throughout the Skylanders universe as well. So that kind of just kicked Insomniac's butt right at the very end. They're like, oh, well, or all the movie producers' butts. Sorry, not Insomniac's. And they're like, wow, well, maybe they can make a Spyro movie. But supposedly it's still on hold. It's not going to be confirmed. I hope that's one of the movies they make after the Ratchet and Clank movie, though. That would make my day. And
Wasn't it rumored that they were making a Uncharted movie?
oh my gosh!
See, that would
yes.
that would be okay as live action. Those are one of the things that's
Oh,
okay,
that
you
would
know?
be awesome as live action.
Yeah.
They've been talking about the Uncharted movie for years. For years. Ever since Uncharted 1 came out, they've been talking about, whoa, this movie would be so cool if it was made into a live-action movie, and we'll go ahead and have him played by Mark Wahlberg. I don't know why I'm talking like Stewie. I'm going to go ahead and stop. They wanted Mark Wahlberg to play Nathan Drake for the longest time. I know. He looks just like Nathan Drake. He has the action experience like Nathan Drake has.
Yes.
But he doesn't.
He's a great actor.
He's not as comedic for this role as I would hope for. Like, don't get me wrong, Mark Wahlberg's a funny dude, but he's more of an action hero, So it's like Mark Wahlberg would be good. However, if they did happen to make the Uncharted movie, like if it did happen to come out, and they had like a contest, if they had a contest to choose who the person that would play Nathan Drake is, I would say Nathan Fillion.
If is good.
If
is good.
Yeah. If is good. And if you guys don't know who Nathan Fillion is, first of all, get off of this podcast.
Nathan
right now.
Fillion be Nathan Drake.
Nathan Fillion is the main character in Castle, if you guys are Castle fans. And he was also, this is going to sound really bad, I don't remember the main character's name, but he was the main character in Firefly.
Oh, him, okay.
The captain of the ship in Firefly.
Yeah, that would work, yeah.
He's hysterical.
Or Serenity, if you've
actually
seen Serenity and not Firefly.
So I think he would be a perfect fit for
I haven't seen Firefly, but I've watched Serenity, and Serenity's good. Serenity's awesome.
Serenity's fantastic. It really is. So on the final note, it seems like, if this movie pulls off, if it does phenomenally in theaters, and for the record, it's being released in 2015, so mark your calendars.
We're back on Ratchet and Clank, right?
Yes, we are. Not Uncharted.
Okay.
Yeah, we're back on Ratchet and Clank, sorry. If Ratchet and Clank does really well in theaters in 2015, hopefully this will be the push that's needed to create again video game movies, because video game movies right now, it's a dying breed. People want to see them, they want to experience them,
but
they're
the people who work on them don't play video games. That's the problem.
Well, and if they do, they're like, oh, well, let's not do it like this. Let's do it like this. Let's make it original. So they kind of ruin the whole storyline.
Yes.
Yeah.
So if it's put in the right hands, I feel like a lot of these game companies will be able to, put their movies out. Like, for example, back to the Ratchet and Clank movie, it's being watched over by Insomniac, the creators of Ratchet and Clank.
Yeah, which is how it should be done.
Yes.
Exactly. All game companies, if someone comes up to you and says, "Oh, we want to make a movie off of this product," let them do it, but have it where that company is looking over the project itself.
Yes, that's
Make sure
why.
they're doing it the right
I mean, that's how Final Fantasy. That's why, or rather, not the first one, but the second one. The Final Fantasy movie was so good because it was actually the director of Final Fantasy VII was a director of the movie. He knew what the hell how to do the movie. It was the same thing for Scott Pilgrim. Like, the creator of Scott Pilgrim was actually working with the people on the movie.
Exactly.
That's why Scott Pilgrim was so good.
And well, because how popular Assassin's Creed has been, Ubisoft actually made their own.
Yeah, they're actually they're making an Assassin's Creed movie. That's
Well, they already made an Assassin's Creed short, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah,
It's
but this
Assassin's
one,
Creed Legacies.
yes, but they're actually making a live action, and they're gonna have Michael Fassbender as the.
Yeah, that's been confirmed.
There's another game they're doing. I can't put my finger on what the other game was.
Is it? No, not Black Ops.
No.
Splinter Cell.
Yes, that's it. Thank you.
Splinter Cell. They're making a Splinter Cell movie.
They said who they're gonna have star in that movie, but I don't remember who it was.
Either. No.
If you don't know who Michael Fassbender was, he's Magneto in First Class, or he's the android Prometheus, or whatever he was, the robot android thing.
He was the android.
Yes.
Yeah. So I think he'd be a good pick. It's again, going back to the whole, if the company's looking over them, keep it that way. If you keep it that way, it's going to be a lot better. It's going to do a lot better in theaters. People are going to know what they're getting themselves into. I feel like that's the right direction that all video game movies nowadays should go.
Yes.
So,
Shari, is there anything you want to add to this whole?
Just like, well, I mean, if you're a fan of the games, you're definitely going to be going out and seeing these movies.
Definitely.
I mean, it's a huge audience that you'd be, what's the word I'm looking for? Attracting to the theaters.
Yes.
Oh yeah. Well, especially with the fan base, Ratchet and Clank has now, it's gigantic. A lot of people know what Ratchet and Clank is. They've all experienced the games in some way.
And if you don't, you've been living under a rock.
Oh my gosh, it's so good, so good. I feel again, this is definitely the right way to go. And like Shari said, with the fan base as large as it is, if you're a fan of it, no matter what, you're gonna go see the movie.
Oh, totally. Even if you were like a fan of it as a kid, you're gonna go and you're gonna check it out.
Exactly.
Just because your curiosity is gonna be piqued.
Yes.
Yeah. And I saw after they revealed the trailer, IGN was talking about the trailer a little bit and started talking about the Ratchet and Clank movie itself. And if you guys don't know who Greg Miller is, go watch Greg Miller's stuff on IGN. He's hysterical. He's like the go-to guy for PlayStation guides at
IGN. Hello.
Where do we leave off?
You were talking about something.
Obviously.
Oh yes, thank you.
Thanks, man.
I forgot what.
Just go ahead and play it. Go ahead and play it. I got this.
No, it's all we're going. So we're good.
Okay. Sorry for the technical difficulties, folks. We've been having a lot of those in the past week now.
Yes.
So, yeah, I think that's about it on the Ratchet and Clank movie. We've only been talking about it for 30 minutes, whatever.
Like 20 minutes about.
It's worth talking about. I mean,
so is.
But yeah, like we were saying, I mean, even if the kids haven't been introduced to this, it's gonna look cool and it's gonna look appealing, and people are gonna want to check it out.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna want to check
even
it
if
out.
they know nothing about Ratchet and Clank.
I definitely want to check it out, even though I know nothing about Ratchet and Clank.
Yeah, thank you. You're emphasizing my point.
Yes.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
In the link below, there's going to be a link below for the trailer. The trailer's hysterical. I watched it probably 20 times, and I laughed every single time I watched that trailer. It was
I
so
watched
funny
it
and
and
so well done.
instantly posted about it on Facebook. I believe Taylor sent it to me, and then I'm like, what? And then next thing I know, I'm posting it on Facebook. So, I mean, if word's going to spread quickly, maybe they'll bump up production, but let's just have our fingers crossed.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't mind them holding off for as long as possible just to make it right. I don't want them.
Yeah, I mean, if it's fantastic, then by all means, take your time, but don't take, forever.
It's only going to be 2 years.
Yeah, only 2 years.
Only 2 years.
The thing I liked about the trailer was it kind of showed the untextured version of what was Captain
Quark.
Captain Quark.
Captain
Yeah.
Captain Quark.
I was like, oh my god, that's how I see
That's
everything.
hilarious.
That's how I see everything.
Quark, there are kids here. Oh, Yeah, just watch watch the
See all
trailer.
his,
If you're a
you
fan
see
of
You'll
Ratchet and Clank-
understand. Just watch it and you'll understand.
Yeah,
I mean, it is
You
hilarious.
see all the
Yeah.
polygons and everything. I'm like, that's exactly why I see everything when I make my art.
So
polygons
funny.
everywhere.
Yeah, just watch it. Just watch it. It's hysterical. And going back to video game movie news, on the same day the Ratchet and Clank movie was confirmed, the same company, I think it's Rainmaker, the animation company,
Don't
they're
quote us on
also
that.
what's that?
Don't quote us on that.
Don't quote us on that. I'm pretty sure it's Rainmaker. They're also in production of a Heavenly Sword animated movie.
Yes.
If you guys haven't played Heavenly Sword, it's okay.
haven't
A
been-
lot of people haven't.
Yeah, it's not very popular.
It's a PlayStation exclusive. It's not popular. It was popular when the system first came out. That was one of the first games that came out for the system. A lot of people were excited about it. A lot of people enjoyed it. But after like a year of the system coming out and all the immediate releases they had, it just kind of like drifted off into the past, and not a whole lot of people knew about it. But it just got popular once again because of the release of PlayStation All-Stars last year, and Nariko, which is the main character in Heavenly Sword, is a playable character in PlayStation All-Stars. So her popularity just got bumped right back up, and a lot of people want to see it again. So they're making a movie off of that as well. Who'd have thought?
Yes.
So if they keep on this track, hopefully we'll see a God of War movie somewhere in the future,
Maybe.
which would be...
Yes. I think that would be. It could work as live action, but I would like to more see that maybe like a 3D animation.
Yeah, I would love to see it live action just to see how well it did. However, I've seen Kratos in live action before in like
Yeah.
3 different trailers.
Yeah, it's
So
You have to have
It-
the right person to do it, you know.
yeah, Vin Diesel.
Yeah, Vin Diesel would work. He's got the face.
Diesel.
Actually, something I want to talk about. I don't know if you guys read sci-fi books like I do. Do you guys read,
No.
Shari?
I'm an avid reader.
Oh,
Go
sweet.
ahead and try me.
Ew.
I got super excited, as much as you guys probably did with Ratchet and Clank, about the Ender's Game movie.
Yes! Yes!
I was like, oh
Yes!
my god, it's actually happened, and Harrison Ford is in it. This is gonna be good.
That's another link. We'll post that below.
Yes. Oh my god, I was
Are we
like,
keeping track of all these links?
yes.
Yeah, I hope so.
Well, we're recording it, so I have to
Yes.
go through and be like, okay, link to that, link to that, link to... But yeah, oh my
goodness.
god, it's... Oh man,
Yeah,
I
the
can't
trailer just got released.
wait.
Was it this morning?
Yesterday.
Yesterday. The trailer just got released yesterday.
Oh my god.
Ger.
It's like it's actually happening. So
Well, they
stoked.
confirmed this. I think it was earlier
They've
this
been...
year. Or
It's been...
last year.
Yeah, they did confirm it, and
But
I believe...
they confirmed it, and then all of a sudden it just dropped off the face of the earth.
not-
Like everyone's like, well, "What happened
Yeah,
to it?"
well,
Or-
it was on and off for like years. I mean,
Yeah.
years. Like, hold on, let me double check and make sure. I believe the person who's playing Ender is the same kid who played in Hugo, I believe.
I think so.
Let me double check.
Are you IMDbing that right
Yes.
now? Okay, well, while you do that, I'm going to go and talk about the trailer a little bit.
Yes.
If you guys haven't read the Ender Game books, so good.
Yes.
So good.
Oh my
But they're
god, I read
so-
it. I fell in love. I was like, oh my god, this is amazing. If Ender, this is the thing. If Ender didn't exist, if the Ender game books didn't really exist, Halo wouldn't either exist or be really good as it is, and Star Trek Troopers wouldn't exist. Star Trek
Yep.
Troopers was an awesome movie.
It's
I
all
can't
based off
say
of-
about 2 and 3. I haven't seen that. But yeah, Ben Kingsley's in this movie too.
Yes, he is. Let's
see, Asa Butterfield is playing Ender, who is...
He's
Yeah,
double-checking that.
yeah, it is Hugo. Yeah,
Hugo.
so the kid who played Hugo was going to be Ender.
So 3 years later,
Asa Butterfield. That's how you pronounce his name. ASA,
This-
Asa.
that sounds gross.
ASA. That's his
Oh.
Asa, I think that's his name.
Or Asa.
Asa, maybe. I don't know.
I apologize.
I
if you're
apologize.
listening to
Yes,
this
I
with
apologize for
Asa.
butchering your name if you're ever listening to this.
Don't be mad. Oh my gosh, yes. Shari, have you seen the trailer?
I have not,
Oh my
but
God.
I'm looking at the info for the books and the movies, and I'm like, huh, I gotta check this out.
Oh my God, it's so good.
So
Read
I'm
it.
definitely intrigued. So
Must read.
I've been looking for something to read, and since school's gonna be over tomorrow, now I have something to read.
Yep,
Yay!
You'll love it.
The books are good.
Cool.
They're really good. However, they are super, super long.
Not really.
Long is
Text-
not a
Not that
problem.
long.
The text is super tiny.
I just finished a 2,000-page book
Okay,
yesterday.
so this is gonna be nothing then for you.
Yeah, it's not that long.
I
It's
told
not.
you, I love to read.
It's not Harry Potter long,
Okay.
but it's
Harry
lengthy.
Potter.
It's
What's
very,
Harry Potter?
I never was a huge fan of the books.
Oh man,
That's all I gotta
I
say.
love Harry Potter. I love
But
it.
did you like the movies?
The movies were okay.
That's fine with me
Okay,
then.
fair enough. Yeah, fair enough. I'll take that.
You're not in Twilight, are you?
No,
Oh, thank God.
but I do have to say I did read the books before I watched the movies, and I mean they're okay. They're not fantastic, but
I
With the
think they're
movies or the
annoying.
books?
both.
Both.
Thank God. High five.
Yes.
Virtual high
high
five.
five.
That was awesome.
Got it. I mean they were okay. I mean if they're a good fun read, but I mean they're not fantastic. Like
Yeah.
oh my goodness, like you have to read it. Like no, but
50 Shades
Thank
of Grey.
God for that. Don't bring out that book. Please
What?
don't bring out that book. Don't do it.
Nothing.
Taylor, I'm probably gonna have to hit you now.
Yes.
No.
Virtual
Anyway,
smack.
no, but now that we're talking about movies and books and there's one that just came out. Sorry, this is one that's kind of interesting for me. Beautiful Creatures. I heard about the book in a magazine. It was like, well, if you kind of like Twilight, you might like these. And so
Yeah,
I went and I
that's-
checked it out because I was looking for something to read. Beautiful Creatures, the books were actually really good. I listened to the audio versions of them because I was multitasking.
Mhm.
But, I mean, they were pretty good. I haven't gone and seen the movie, but I'm not super thrilled with the characters that they picked, so I might not see the movie.
I saw the movie.
The movie was
Well, how
actually,
was
I
it?
heard, is pretty good.
The movie's pretty good. I didn't read the book, so I have nothing to compare it off of. I'm just doing this from a filmmaker's point of view.
Right.
It was a good movie. It was interesting to watch. It was an interesting storyline. I despised the ending so much.
Well, there's like 3 or 4 more after this one, so I mean, it's just the first one.
I don't think they're going to be making any more movies.
Because
though.
as of the Beautiful Creatures webpage, they might be making another one.
No, don't. Don't. I already sat through one. I don't want to sit through 3 more.
Yeah, I heard it's not like
Well, it's
annoying
not like
teen
I'm making
drama.
you read the book.
Yeah, that's for sure.
I heard it's not annoying teen drama like Twilight is, but
Yeah.
Yeah, it's right there. I actually had a friend who read the books and saw the movies, and she wasn't super thrilled about it. So, I mean, if you read the books and you love the books, go see the movie with caution. It's actually coming out on DVD on the 21st of May.
is it on par with what was that zombie movie that came out?
Oh, Warm Bodies.
Yes, is it on par with
I
that? or-
didn't see that one.
No, Warm Bodies is so much better than Beautiful Creatures.
Okay.
I
Alright,
can
then
imagine.
I don't know if I'll like it then. Because Warm Bodies is actually pretty good. I actually like
Warm Bodies was pretty good. It wasn't my favorite movie, but it was pretty good. It was pretty good.
Yes.
It was funny.
Yeah, it's not in the top at all by all means, but it's still pretty good. It was a
But
good
if you like
entertainment.
Twilight, I would suggest seeing Warm Bodies. If you like zombies, I suggest watching Warm Bodies. If you like hopeless romantic movies of stuff that's very improbable, I suggest watching Warm Bodies.
It's like Twilight, but actually funny. You know, there's actually
It
humor
is.
and everything.
It was very well
And
done.
it's not
it
like-
was,
Zombies
it's not like-
instead of vampires.
Yeah, then it's not
Yeah.
like it's none of that. None of that. It's just yes.
yeah, it was pretty good.
Well, speaking of zombies, have you guys heard about World War Z?
Yeah,
Yes.
I seem to be the only one in the world who's not looking forward to that movie.
I am so excited for that.
I'm like
movie.
super like
When it's supposed to come out in June.
when it comes to zombies, I'm very picky about what the movie is about. Because there's
I think
it's at this point I feel zombies are super overdone, especially with
Zombies
the whole-
and vampires.
the whole
alike.
actually I don't feel vampires, no. Zombies, yes. Just because of the whole Walking Dead. Not that I'm saying it's a bad show. I'm just whole tired of the whole zombie thing. I really am. I want something new.
Shame on you. Like what? Like a vampire biting a zombie, so you have a vampire zombie?
No, not like that. Oh, technically, if you think about it,
He's tired of zombies. Didn't you catch that?
in some views, vampires are kind of like zombies because they are the undead.
But I mean, it kind of brings an interesting topic as to, well, are zombies going to be super quick, or are zombies going to be, like super slow?
It depends on your interpretation of it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
See, that's why they've got
That's why
the two different
World
ones.
Wars, the World War Z, I think is more like there's even different origins as to where zombies come from. Like originally, it was just like it was like a curse, an undead, like people actually rose from the dead, and now it's like more modern day zombies are like, oh, people are infected.
They get infected with a virus or like mad cow disease or something,
Yes.
and they all go cray. I just said it again.
Stop
I
it.
apologize. I'm sorry.
Taylor, you're not a high school girl. Stop it.
I'm gonna
Stop
punch you.
it.
I'm gonna go from
Let me do what
slapping you to
I want.
punching you.
I'm like, come on. I'm 21. I can do what I want.
Whatever.
Ooh, speaking of 21, guess who turns 20 this weekend?
Mario.
Sure.
Really?
No,
No, it's her, Matt.
Oh, yeah.
me.
Oh, happy early birthday.
Thank you.
Well, wait. Oh, is it a week from today?
It is this Saturday,
God, I feel old.
This
You guys make
Saturday?
me feel old.
the 11th, the day before Mother's Day,
You
people.
turn 22 in like 2 months or 3 months. Wait, yeah, 2 months.
Shut up, Matt. No one cares.
I'm so old.
I'm talking about Shari, okay?
On my
Matt,
show.
I'm sorry. So we're like totally off topic here.
Yes.
I totally forgot what we were talking about.
We were talking
but to be
about-
honest.
Because I brought up Ender's Game,
We
and
were talking about World War Z, and before that we were talking about
We were
our,
just
our
talking-
games
we were talking.
turning into movies.
Yes,
Oh yeah.
we were talking about just books turning into movies, and because I brought
That's
up
right.
Ender's
Talked about
Game.
Ender's Game. That's
Yeah.
what we're left off on. Left off on.
Sorry, I'm very distracting.
So I have a fun fact I would like to share with you guys.
Already?
It has nothing to do with Ender's Game or book movies or movies in general.
Anyway,
It does have to do with video games. I read an article this morning that Ubisoft, or no, not Ubisoft, excuse me, EA, laid off 900 employees this morning.
why?
You know, I'm not quite sure. I'm going to go ahead and double check the article. Maybe I can go ahead and find it here. You guys can go ahead and chat away, though, and I'll let you know.
Wait, what were we talking about? I'm sorry, I was off
EA
screen.
Games, it laid off 900 employees this morning.
Yeah, they would. They are.
I don't know why.
They are the worst. They were actually voted the worst company. They are
What?
literally. Actually, I'm gonna quote. I believe it was Adam Kovic from Machinima.
Dang.
EA is today's Hitler. All right.
Oh my god. Here we go. Okay, this is from joystick.com. If you guys don't know what joystick.com is, it's a video game news station. And this is the exact article. During a conference call discussing its year-end financials yesterday, Electronic Arts revealed that it laid off approximately 900 employees worldwide as part of an organizational restructuring initiative, emphasizing that its business was in a period of transition due to the coming launch of the next generation consoles. CFO Blake Jorgensen, is it Jorgensen? Yeah, Jorgensen, announced company-wide plans to, quote, reduce its overall headcount by approximately 10%.
Yep.
In an attempt to reduce costs, EA
Yeah.
employed an estimated 9,000 workers across its studios, according to its last official employee count in March 2012. So the latest layoffs cost EA $16 million in payments. That is, oh my gosh.
I'm telling you, dude. Hitler Hitler.
There's also another article that I'm reading. It says PopCap Vancouver and Quicklime Games have been closed down as part of EA's hard but essential changes.
No!
It
PopCap.
also says that EA has also revealed that no Star Wars games will be released under its new deal with Disney in the current fiscal year.
This is true. It's not going to be until 2015 is when they're starting to release games, Star Wars games.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm so off. Actually, you know what's funny though? I did see someone actually streamed early beta of the actual Star Wars Battlefront 3. Got gameplay. Like, no joke. Like, actually, someone had streamed it over Twitch, and I watched some of it on Machinima because they were talking about it. Internet cutting out on us. So, yes, I was talking about Star Wars Battlefront 3. Someone was streaming early, like, alpha gameplay on Twitch recently, and I saw that on Machinima. It looked pretty cool. Like, I was like going nuts because there was really cool gameplay elements in it.
You can play as Lando Calrissian.
Yeah, they play Lando Calrissian.
Dude,
you can get shot out from like space on down to the planet where the battlefield is.
Yeah,
which was awesome.
It looks awesome. So Matt, here's a question for you. Because EA is in cahoots with DICE, do you feel like DICE would be the best benefactor for the Star Wars Battlefront series?
If I can remember what DICE worked on.
They did Battlefield, the Battlefield series.
Oh yeah, no, definitely. Oh hell yeah. You know, DICE is actually working on Battlefield 4, I believe. Or I know Battlefield 4 is being worked on, so I'm pretty sure that is DICE. So.
And if you guys haven't seen that trailer, don't bother. There's nothing yet. So it's just a bunch of subliminal messaging.
It's actually
are you ready for battle?
It's one of the very few. Actually, I did see a little bit of a gameplay trailer, or not gameplay trailer. I did see a little bit of gameplay for it, and the graphics look pretty amazing. It's actually something I want to try. I've been meaning to want to try as Battlefield. I'm not into the whole modern shooters. I think they're overrated, to be honest.
I agree.
You know, Call of Duty and Battlefield, I think they're overrated. But Battlefield actually looks pretty fun to play, so I want to at least try it.
Call of Duty should die.
Yeah, I'd try, and I could say that because I actually played it, and I don't like it. Yeah, I'm all about Halo because actually Halo feels like I'm actually playing a video game.
Indeed. Crap. Totally forgot what I was going to say. What were we talking about just a minute ago?
We're talking about Battlefield. No, Battlefield. I'm sorry. We're talking about
was it layoffs? Yeah,
layoffs and Star Wars.
Yeah. So in the past year, they've fired 900 employees or let go of 900 employees worldwide. That is ridiculous, and
it's a lot of people.
It's a lot of people. So I think that just about finishes up that. Whatever that is, it's finished. Anything else you'd like to discuss, Matt?
Not that I can think of. Shari, is there anything you'd like to talk about?
I'm good. I think we covered a lot today.
Yeah, we did.
I think so too.
And we haven't even hit the hour mark. It's just under an hour.
Really?
Just under
just
an hour.
Now?
Yeah, we're about a minute away from an hour here. So.
Oh, not bad.
So I guess closing remarks, announcements, and stuff. I guess.
No, not yet. Oh!
Yes, Taylor.
One more thing.
What's that?
One more thing.
What's that?
If you guys have seen the Jackie Chan Adventures. Anyway,
Yes, I have actually.
Nintendo. So we announced last episode that Nintendo will not be having a press conference at E3 this year.
No, just probably just a booth and maybe possibly showing off some games, possibly.
That was confirmed yesterday. Mr. Miyamoto and Reggie Fils-Aimé. They sat down and did an interview with is it IGN or Joystick or some news company that has to do with video games. They sat down, did an interview with them, and they explained why it was best that they didn't do it because obviously Microsoft and Sony are going to be bucking. There's a B there, I promise. Heads with each
How
other.
about butting heads?
Yes.
Butting, like that. Butting heads. So Nintendo's going to play it safe. They're going to stay out this round because they already showed off all their new gear from last year. And they did confirm that they're going to have a booth. This year at the booth, I hope they have at least some coverage of the booth and of the gameplay booth on Spike or IGN or whatever other places are going to be covering E3 this year, because they are going to be talking about Super Smash Brothers, and they're going to be talking about Mario Kart, and they're going to be talking about a new untitled Mario project.
Nice.
And they're all going to be showed off at the booth. So I am super excited to hear about, like, Smash Bros. Mostly. Because I'm also a huge Mario fan, but I'm really excited to hear about the new Smash Bros. So I just wanted to bring that up.
That's
it was
really,
important.
it's really cool. I'm interested in seeing what this new Mario project is.
Hopefully it's like Super Mario Galaxy. Hopefully.
It's something brand new, actually.
Yeah, no more new Super Mario Bros.
Please.
Please. Can we have another 3D platformer?
Yeah, let's just... I think I said this before, but let's just keep releasing...
And just for the record, this article was in IGN. I just looked it up for you.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, it was IGN then. All right. Yeah, it's... we need another Mario game that's like Super Mario Land 3D, or like Mario Galaxy, or Super Mario 64. We need another 3D platformer,
cool,
like Super Mario Sunshine.
That'd be cool, like a new Mario 64.
Oh, right.
Like just new graphics and everything.
Especially, it's going to be in HD. I mean, that's going to look pretty.
Yes.
It's going to look so pretty.
Pretty.
And for those of you who don't know much about Smash Brothers, there's no name on it. It's just called Super Smash Brothers as of now. However, it's going to be for the 3DS and for the Wii U. So if you're like, oh no, well I can't get it because I don't have a Wii U, I got to go out and buy one. No, you don't. It's coming out for the 3DS.
No,
So don't worry.
not gonna happen.
No, don't do it. Don't do it. It's a trap.
It's a trap.
It's a trap. Okay, and that's all I have to say. I'm good.
Okay. So I think that we're all done here. We're gonna do some closing announcements. So yeah, we're gonna go back to our normal schedule. Start next week. As for our other guests, we might try and have them on at a later date. We've also lined up another guest, and we're going to work out stuff with him. So yeah, we got some guests waiting in line to be on our show, which is awesome.
Huzzah! And I would like to go ahead and thank our guest for joining us this
I was
afternoon.
actually about to say that. Thank you, Shari.
No problem. It was my pleasure.
No, it was my pleasure.
Will you be
Alrighty.
Will you be joining us for our live stream when that happens?
If you'd like me to, I'd be more than happy to.
Yeah, the more the merrier. Like we're planning on having like even just random people come on and put in their 2 cents.
In fact,
on...
I think Brian might join us.
Oh, that'd be good.
No way.
Yeah. So that'll be interesting.
Yes.
That'll definitely be interesting.
So yeah, look out for that. And other than that, that's our show. So I'm Matt, and with me as always.
I'm Taylor.
And I'm Shari.
And thanks for listening, guys.
Thank you so much, guys. Have a good afternoon.
Bye.
Bye.